Week 13 of the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few guards I look to buy and trade for this week. The first guard, Darius Garland of the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Darius Garland, he's been out a while with the jaw injury since December 15th, but now he's resuming basketball activities, and we know he's a good ball player, is Darius Garland. So on the season, 20.7 points a game, 2.8 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 1.6 steals, 1.8 threes, and 47% from the field. So Garland, a good passer of the basketball with 6 assists on the season, 20 points on the year, like I mentioned, and he's a 3-ball shooter. So right now, while he's back practicing and starting to run a little bit here, and it wasn't a leg injury or a wrist or an arm or anything like that, it was just his jaw. So long as he keeps that face protected, he should be on the court sooner than later. He is Darius Garland, and once again score the basketball and be efficient. This Cav team, they've stayed the pace a little bit over the last few weeks with the injuries to Garland and Mobley. So before Garland comes back, this is a perfect time to buy him low, because if he comes back and has some monster games as Garland, obviously his fantasy value is going to go up, and you're going to have to pay more to get him on your roster. So right now, you still don't have a definite date when he's returning to the lineup. This is a perfect time to buy low on Darius Garland, because we know he could shoot the basketball, we know he could score, and he's an up-and-coming scorer in this league where he could be a great fantasy option over the next few seasons. The next guard's Fred VanVleet of the Houston Rockets. So VanVleet, we know he's a premium scorer when he really gets it going. And this season, the numbers have definitely dropped off a bit with his new team in Houston. 17.1 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, 8.5 assists, a steal, 3.1 threes a game, and 40% from the field. So I felt like over there in Toronto, we had more of a green light was VanVleet, where he was pretty much him and Pascal Siakam over the last few seasons, the two guys over there. But now in Houston, less shot attempts for VanVleet. I know the assists have went up from 7.2 last season to 8.5 on the year, but his scoring is definitely down, and even his 3-ball's been down a little bit. In the last couple weeks, 15.9 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, 8.3 assists, 3 threes a game, and 41% from the field. So VanVleet, like I said, he's a guy that we've seen a lot in his Toronto Raptors days, score 30-plus points in a lot of ball games per year. But the last couple games, numbers have definitely dropped off scoring. January 12th at Detroit, 20 points, 4 boards, 12 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 threes, 46% from the field. January 13th at Boston, 5 points, a rebound, 7 assists, a block, a 3, 33% from the field. And January 15th at Philly, 8 points, a rebound, 5 assists, 2 blocks, 2 threes, 40% from the field. So right now, while his scoring's down, this is a perfect time to buy low on VanVleet. I know he's a good scorer of the basketball. We know he's got a good 3-ball. And he's also been a great assister of the basketball. No doubt about it this season here, where at least he's still giving owners that. But right now, the last 2 games, his scoring's gone down. He's a perfect buy low candidate, because it just takes him a couple games to get back going and putting up some big stat lines. So right now, like I said, last few games, his value dropped off a little bit. And like I said, the scoring's been down a bit as well from last season to this season. So he's a buy low guard this week. And the third and final guard I look to buy and trade for is Malcolm Brogdon of the Portland Trailblazers. So Brogdon, his numbers have gone down over the last couple weeks, and he's in a lot of trade rumors with the NBA trade deadline fastly approaching in the next few weeks here. So Brogdon banged up a little bit with a groin injury. Last season won 6th man of the year with the Boston Celtics, and this year on the year, 14.7 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 2.1 threes, and 43% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, 7.6 points a game, 2.2 boards, 2 assists, 1.2 threes, and 35% from the field. So he's definitely in a slump, is Malcolm Brogdon. He's definitely not 100%. He's been in and out of ball games over the last couple weeks with the groin injury or whatever the case may be. And he's missed now the last 2 out of 3 games. But like I said, there's definitely a possibility he's going to get traded. And this Portland team, they don't mind if Brogdon's going to miss games as of now, because they're tanking and trying to get another lottery pick in the top 3 once again entering next season. After this year, it's been a train wreck. In the last few games, they've been getting blown out at record numbers. So the last few games for Brogdon that he did play, January 7th at the Nets, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 threes, 62% from the field. January 9th at the Knicks, 2 points, an assist, 20% from the field. January 11th, he didn't play. January 12th, at the T-Wolves, 9 points, 2 boards, 3 assists, 2 threes, 28% from the field. Then the 14th versus Phoenix, he didn't play. So right now, like I said, he's not 100% as Brogdon. But I think he's going to get healthy, and he's going to get traded to a contender where he's going to be a key piece off a bench playing 30, 35 minutes a game. So right now, Brogdon's banged up and the value's down a little bit. But I think a change of scenery will rejuvenate him to be in a playoff hunt. He's a buy low guard this week, so that's a few guards I look to buy and trade for week 13 of the fantasy basketball season.